Good morning, guys. I'm about to leave and head out to Oak Island, which is quite a distance away from here. It's a customer I've had for a while, and this customer is kind of a special situation. She hired me to do a job for her down at Oak Island years ago because a gentleman on YouTube told her about me, and that gentleman was Mr. David O'Doherty, Faraday. He goes by several names, but I'll just call him David. So David told this lady about me, and I did a job for her down in Oak Island. And at the time when I did this, I lived about 15 or 20 minutes to the south of where I live now. And I did the job, and now the job is very far away because I moved up almost to Wallace, North Carolina. And Albert says, get on with it. I do feel like an old timer sometimes because I've been around in the business for so long. It seems like a lot of repetition. But I put a Comfort Maker coastal unit on this system that I did for the lady, and she called me and wanted me to do a job for her in Raleigh. So I went up and did that job for her too. So it's kind of a special situation right there. A special customer. It's not often someone will pay your way to go 100 miles to do their system because they trust you, and I appreciated that. But so I'm heading out to do that preventive maintenance on her property there and her property in a little town called Southport, along with another customer that lives on the island. So I'm going to do those today. Unfortunately, it's raining. The rain is supposed to move off, so I'm going to gamble and hope that the rain does move off. It seems like it's raining harder now, but it's supposed to move off. I'm going to check the weather again before I leave here in a few minutes, but hopefully it stays or gets dry, because right now it does not look good. I'm glad I'm not doing maintenance on my own unit. Good morning, Mr. Justin Henning. It's good to see you. Again, I can finally see the chat on my morning blog, so it'll be a lot more interactive instead of you guys writing stuff for no reason. Because on the previous apps, I couldn't see what you were writing, so it's kind of sucky. But I'm doing preventive maintenance on this unit. I got my filter. I got a filter off of a Bryant air handler, and it's a 17.5 chassis air handler, and I needed a filter for this house because if you put a regular filter in it, like a 16 by 20 or whatever they are, they fall out. It's a special size filter. Thanks a lot, Carrier. So you have to get their special filter in order to make it work. And of course, no ordinary places sell this filter, so you can't just go out and buy it if you're a homeowner. You have to go to the supply house, which I guess is the point. But I have this one that comes with the air handlers, and I'm going to use that one. Yep. Mike is commenting that the rain. Oh yeah, it's raining like a bastard because it's a long drive, and if I get down there and the rain just won't stop, then I will have driven a long way for nothing. I will have to go sit in the Burger King parking lot and watch YouTube videos and spend my day doing that because it's so far away. It's a haul. It's probably like 60 miles from here. And that's really farther than I would go, except for this existing customer. And like I said, it's kind of a special customer because she trusted me in some situations that I thought were exemplary. So I kept on serving her. That was a good idea. But after I get done with today, tomorrow will be a real estate inspection. They call it an inspection. They say you can bill up to $250, check it out a unit, and doing whatever you need to as far as telling them what's wrong with it. They usually call me a few times a month to do that, which is kind of nice. And then that's pretty much all I have going right now for tomorrow. It cooled off a little bit. I can't remember if there's another one or not. I have to check my calendar. But it's been a pretty hectic week, so a little slowdown at the end of the week would be kind of nice. That's what I'll be hoping for. But if there's anything you guys want to talk about here, I'm going to spend about 5 more minutes on here before I head off to Oak Island. If you guys want to talk about anything, just write it up on the screen there. I was talking about my compressor I changed yesterday and the service valves I changed the day before. Both of those were videotaped, so eventually I might do another episode style video where I just lump all the stuff together. And I was thinking about doing a live broadcast on Thursday night on the Pro channel just to answer questions. Instead of having 2 videos a week, I could have like one of the episodes with like a whole bunch of stuff on it on Monday night, and a live broadcast on 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. on Thursday night. That would take like questions for like a half an hour or 45 minutes. Let me know what you think of that. Would you rather see 2 videos a week? Because some of the teaching stuff can be done on those live broadcasts, just getting questions like how do you figure out this, how do you figure out that, and I can answer those live. If that's something you guys want to do, just let me know. If you don't want to do it, you let me know that too. We got no questions coming in. We got no more comments coming in. Come on, guys. Wake the hell up. Write something down. I'll just take off and go on to work. It's not as exciting as the blog we did last night, because Justin wants to hear the end of the story, what was at the edge of the room in the haunted HVAC house, but I'm not going to tell him yet, because I have to find my special effects. My Blair Witch Project effects, which is what I was trying to do last night. Here, so let me see if I got my light. The Blair Witch Project effect is, if you guys remember that movie that came out, I don't know, a while back. Now, they had the light held up to the camera, you're sitting like this, like, I'm so afraid we're all going to die. I'd like that movie. People said it made them the camera shaky made them sick, but I liked it. Let's see, we have a question from Mr. Matar. How are you making out with the new program of maintenance? The maintenance program is fine. I don't know how many people, I had to count them up. Not a whole lot. I was watching Greg Fox, and he said he had 38 club members. I don't pursue the maintenance program as much as he does, because I know it tends to, if I get too many of them, it's going to clog up my schedule. I do like the program. I charge $175 for the first unit per year. One cooling and heating check, clean the coils in the spring. And I charge $150 for the additional units. So I have a lot of customers with 1 or 2 units out there. And it's been going well so far. I'm trying to do a real thorough job with the cleaning. I probably have between 10 and 15 of those customers. Like I said, I haven't pursued it as much. I had to recount it. I have a little Excel spreadsheet, which I put them down on. Then I'll mark off if they've had their cleaning or not. Because with the service calls, which is where I'm generally at, doing some kind of repair, it's easy to get overwhelmed and forget about the maintenance customers. So it's almost like a double-edged sword. I like having the maintenance agreements because it's sort of a guaranteed income. But then again, once you have to actually do them, and you have like 1,000 service calls. Justin says, yeah, where's part 2 to the haunting video? You know what? Maybe I'll make something special just for that. Maybe I'll try to think it out, because I did it on the fly last night. So the ending would have been anticlimactic, because I would have had to made it up, and it would have sucked. But maybe I'll think of something real good and make it worthwhile. Alright, guys, I'll give you another few seconds, see if anybody's got any more questions. Then I'm going to head on down the road. Like I said, going out to Oak Island today to do some preventive maintenance. 2 of the units are preventive maintenance, like from the plan, and one of them's just a guy who called me and said I wanted to go check out the units. He does it every year. I haven't hooked him up with the maintenance plan yet because I actually hadn't spoken to him about it. These are units that I installed in 2014, I think, and they're right on the beach, so I'll be real interested to see what happens to them after a few years of sitting on the salt water. Justin says he's looking forward to part 2. I got to make it good now, because Justin will be all pissed now if I come up with something and it sucks. So I'm going to make it real good. But I thought I heard somebody coming out my house. That's not part of the story. I actually thought I heard somebody coming out of the house. But damnable rain. Damn it, rain. Alright, guys. Well, we're at 9 minutes and 30 seconds. I think I'm going to cut it off here. I'm heading on to work. I might live blog again. Maybe I'll do this in the morning again like I was doing before. Maybe do some in the afternoon too, because I know the West Coast guys can't see the morning ones for the most part. Albert Matar, where are you from? Which part of the world are you from? Pitchforks and torches. I like that. Maybe I can work in some vampires too to the story. People like vampires. Twilight was very successful. I make some vampires, maybe like an Adam Sandler style of vampire. Blah, blah, blah. I don't say blah, blah, blah. No cheesy shit. Alright. So this is where the pressure's on. If you say no cheesy shit, then I have to make sure it's a quality film. That's going to take a while. Because you see, this episode thing I did on Monday was 25 minutes long. That took a while to put together. But I'm just glad my son's class was doing their Star Wars anthem during their band show. That made it perfect. When I heard that, I was like, this is perfect. I've been waiting for this for the beginning of one of my episodes. So, alright guys. Well, I'm out of here. I'm going off to work. Hope y'all have a good day. Be safe out there wherever you're at. And I'll see you on the next one.